The Katina festival, according to the BBC team, originated about 2,500 years ago, celebrates the largest almsgiving ceremony of the Buddhist year. It occurs at the end of the Vasa or monsoon period in October and November. During the Vasa period, normally nomadic Buddhist monks will have remained in one place for 3 months, and the Katina celebration marks the time for them to move on. The festival also celebrates the offering of cloths that are given to the monks upon their leaving by the lay people. The offering can take place up to 1 month following the end of the Vasa period. According to the scriptures, a group of 30 monks were journeying together with the intention of spending the Vasa period with the Lord Buddha. But the Vasa began before they reached their destination, and so they had to stop. The monks were upset that they were unable to be with the Buddha, who later heard of their plight. As a reward, the Buddha gave some cloths which he had acquired as a gift from one of the lay community to the monks, and told them to sew a robe and then bestow it upon one of their company. The Buddha said that there was nothing as uplifting as generosity and sharing, and so the monks set about sewing a new set of robes. They used a frame called a katina, on which they spread the cloth as they were marking it. The festival, lay supporters now continue this tradition at the end of the Vasa. The cloth giving is a gift of the followers of Buddhism, and therefore no monk is allowed to request or organize the festival. The cloth, according to the Buddha, must be offered to the whole Sangha community, who will then decide among themselves who receives the gift. Buddhist families take joy in offering cloth to their teachers. About 3 meters of cloth is all that is needed, but very often other items are offered as well. On the day of the festival, people begin to arrive at the monastery in the morning and begin to share a meal. At about 1 o'clock, they will formally offer the cloth and other gifts. 2 monks will be presented with the cloth on behalf of the whole Sangha community. These monks will then formally announce the member of the community who will receive the cloth once it had been made up. The monks will spend much of the night preparing and cutting the cloth and finally sewing it together to form a robe. The formal Sangha act, Sangha Kama, is presenting the cloth to the chosen monk, may take place much later in the evening when it is ceremonially presented to the nominated monk.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
The Buddha at his lifetime taught like this. At his lifetime, so many people ordained, maybe more people than us who are gathered here now. On one occasion, there gathered 1,250 monks spontaneously without having fixed a date. They met together with the Lord Buddha, and the Lord gave a teaching to them. All of these monks had accomplished their meditation, They came from every social group and caste: royalty, Brahmins, soldiers, traders, workers, farmers. Every social background they had come from, but once they ordained with the Lord Buddha, they became all alike. At the Lord Buddha's lifetime, it was the greatest thing to ordain and practice meditation after his teaching. Most of the members of his royal family had ordained as time came by. And why did all these people give up their comfort in their worldly life to become ascetics? They understand that this is the way to do good and to become a good person, to cultivate one's mind, to get out of the suffering of one's life for this lifetime and for all future. In the present, the four groups of Buddhist followers, the monks, the nuns, laymen and laywomen, still exist and practice. Not only in Thailand and Nepal, the Buddhism went also to the West, to Europe and America, and it is practiced in the way the Lord Buddha had taught, in the way of the four foundations of mindfulness. Still today, we understand how to practice sitting, standing, walking meditation. We understand to follow the monastic rules, like to eat only one meal per day, to keep only 3 pieces of cloth as a robe to wear. In the West, many people experienced that meditation is a tool to solve problems, be it personal, in the family, or in the groups of work or the country. In the West, people saw that meditation enables one to manage one's own life and to solve problems by oneself. The Buddha had taught, there is no fire more hot and destroying than the fire in our heart. The fire of greed, of anger, of liking and needing, and disliking and irritation. All this heat, the moods in the heart, are not really established by others, but we actually produce them by ourselves in our own heart. And to extinguish these fires, to stop the heat, it doesn't work out to bath in blessed water or to wash in 9 temples. This does not cool these moods down. You have to practice like the Buddha taught. Take the Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha as your refuge and meditate, contemplate your physical body. We have the 5 kamatanas, the hair on the head, the body hair, the finger and toenails, the teeth and the skin. These are parts of the body that we contemplate on. We try to visualize them. The people who came here last night to practice this meditation reported that they felt calm and happy with it. Many people over the years come to Wat Sankatan to practice. They find peace and insight. Now today, many of them are not here, but they join this event by radio and television. Today is also a day of generosity. So many people invest 100 or 10,000 baht to install a food shop to offer a free meal for everyone. As the meal today is a part of our Kathin ceremony, there is a free meal for everybody here. Also, everyone here keeps rule of morality. The 5 basic training rules. All of us here, nobody is drunken, nobody is on drugs. Here we don't find anyone who needs to solve his pains by drugs, because people here understand how to practice meditation. There are so many people doubting. They doubt whether it is really that there is a hell, because they never saw it. Once they saw in meditation, they don't doubt anymore. Others doubt whether there is a heaven. Once they saw, they don't doubt. People doubt whether there is the liberation of enlightenment. Those who experienced it do not doubt anymore. So those who come to practice in Wat Sankatan lose all their doubts. It is our merit to be here. We understood to communicate and mingle with the right people who have good ears and good eyes. We are clever to listen. Those who scold each other, who quarrel, have bad ears and bad mouths. Before their ears got bad, their mouth was bad. Before their mouth got bad, their heart had a bad mood. The bad mood was not seen or released, and it came out of the mouth to spoil our speech. Spoil the mouth and spoil the ear. If we allow to follow all our moods in the heart, our mouth, our eyes, our ears get spoiled. If we don't follow those moods, we become good in body, speech, and mind. People who restrain their moods by taking precepts are good people. Those who are trained to know their moods in the heart as moods, not to identify with them, not to follow them, those are wise people. So, our first training is to take care of your own moods in your own heart. And once you are able to do that, the second training is to benefit your environment. To find ways not to hurt, not to upset, or to irritate your fellows. Find ways to keep in harmony is the second step. If we practice and train in the Buddha's way, we cultivate body, speech, and mind. We cultivate, refine, increase the ability in good quality. We are not wild animals who are enemies towards each other. So what the Buddha teaches us is to cultivate our body, our speech, and our mind. To cultivate in our action to become refined. To cultivate our speech to have good quality. And to cultivate our hearts to know what is good and what is bad. To increase the good and to decrease the bad. And not to follow any mood that occurs in the heart, but just to let them go, just to know them and let them pass by.
ตัวควายก็รู้จักเชื่อเป็นทำได้แต่ว่าคนที่ฝึกก็มีคนที่เรียนกันคนที่เรียนพุทโธสโมสโคเรียนจิตรวมสงบ
In the way of Dhamma, we need to understand how to listen first. We don't need people who talk much, but we need people who are able to listen and apply the words of Dhamma to their hearts and lifestyle.
บริษัทที่ฝึกแล้วก็ย่อมฉลาดในการทำงานเราฝึกแล้วเราก็ฉลาด แล้วเราชาวพุทธผู้ฝึ
I
ก
just met a group of people who told me the Wat Sankatan Dhamma radio made their life peaceful and their sleep refreshing. Many people train to listen and open the Dhamma radio all
ดั
night.
งนั้นพุทธเจ้าจึงว่า
They sleep with it.
ทำใด
They sleep peacefully, and when they wake up,
นั่นน่ะวินัย
the good voice brings good thoughts to their mind. The Dhamma TV brings good things to your eyes.
ใคร
We get wise in seeing and listening. There are fully enlightened ones, arahants, teaching in our radio at Wat Sankatan and at the TV.
ธรรมะก็จะสั่งเอง
Their bodies may have died already,
ก็ไปข่ม
but their Dhamma doesn't
ตา
die.
ดีใจดีฝึกแล้วเหมือนกับสัตว์
We can die away from the Dhamma
ฝึกมา
in switching off the program,
ทำประโยชน์ตรงนั้น
but the Dhamma doesn't
ถ้า
die.
ไม่ฝึกมันก็เป็นช้างป่าวัวป่าควายป่า
The Dhamma is the truth, and this
แต่
truth
ต้องมันไม่
will always be there.
มันดุมันร้ายแต่คนเราก็เหมือนกันเนี่ยถ้าไม่ฝึกมันก็แตะต้องไม่ได้พูดคุยไม่ได้เอาธรรมะมาคุยเขาไม่รู้เรื่องเงินทองไม่ใช่เป็นเครื่องวัด
Sitting in meditation, listening to this Dhamma talk,
เป็นเครื่องวัดว่าตัวเอง
we practice to be good.
การฝึกนั้นต้องประพฤติปฏิบัติธรรมมีศีลห้าศีลแปดมีการเจริญสมาธิให้จิตสงบสำรวมใจได้
So now I will tell the
ที่บ้านเราก็
story of Dukkata. It is the story about the Kathina festival in the time of the Buddha.
แล้วเราก็
One year in the lifetime of the Lord Buddha, there was a rich merchant preparing to organize the Kathina festival for the Lord Buddha and his
นอน
Sangha.
หลับแล้วท
He prepared the material,
ำให้จิต
a white cloth, to make the monk's robe out of it, and was very busy and happy to prepare the whole day, including a food offering.
ก็หลับสบายตื่น
A very poor couple near the rich man's house saw his activity and asked, "What is he doing?" He explained them about the Kathina ropes and the white cloth that is offered within one day, stitched and colored to become a new robe offered to the best of the monks during their gathering in the rainy season for 3 months rains retreat. The poor man was in joy,
คนพูดในสู้โยมคนฟังไม่ได้
and he asked whether he also could do an offering. Yes, of course, said the generous man. See, I prepare the cloth already. You can rejoice in my giving, but we need to stitch the robe and it need to be colored. Without the needle, my cloth is useless. So if you want to join in and support us with the needle, you can do that.
พูดเรื่องอะไร
Oh yes, that I want to do,
นึกว่าจะพูด
the poor man
แต่
said.
ตัวเองไม่เคยฟัง
Then he talked to his wife.
พูดแล้ว
Both of them were so poor, not even had a needle in their home.
สู้คนฟังไม่ได้
They possessed only the cloth that they were wearing.
ไม่ได้มา
So they made a dress out of leaves
แต่พูด
in the forest and went to the market to sell their only cloth to get the money to buy a needle.
ไม่เคยกินรส
They succeeded, but at the Kathina ceremony, they had to sit in the last corner because they were dressed only in
พวก
leaves.
ฟังในพวกกินนมโค
The gifts of cloth were given to the Buddha,
เรากินนมโค
but
กันทุกวัน
when the needle was offered,
วิทยุโทรทัศน์
the angel called out loud, "Well done, very well, this offering, we rejoice with you."
ชั่วโมงเลยทุกคนฟัง24 ชั่วโมง
Later on,
ใช่ไหมล่ะ
the rich man asked the Buddha about that noise. He asked,
แล้วก็รู้เรื่อง
"Why
ที่มาถาม
did the angel make such a noise when we offered the needle?" So the Buddha said that all of the angels had rejoiced in the gift of the poor man, who had even sold his last cloth to do this offering of needle.
เหรียญหลวงปู่สิมเนี่ย
For him, the rich man, it was easy to offer all these clothes. But for the poor man, it was so difficult, and he did it out of his whole face.
ธรรมะ
So the angel rejoiced. Then the rich man said,
ตาย
"Oh, I would like to offer then some clothes to this poor man. He doesn't have any clothes anymore. So he offered 4 sets of clothes to the poor man. Once the poor man received these clothes, he was overjoyed. So he took the cloth and immediately went to the Lord Buddha, because now he also could offer them cloths. Receiving these cloths, again he had nothing for himself. When the rich man saw this, he said, "Oh, this man is something very special." So he again gave him another piece of cloth to wear for himself, and besides that asked him to be the one who took care of all his wealth and of all his material possessings, because he had trust in him and he saw that this man doesn't need anything for himself. So within 1 day, by offering only a needle, this poor man got very wealthy, got clothes to dress, got food to eat, and got a very good job. So we see here now that the main thing is the faith that we have and the effort that we make. Once the offering comes from a pure heart with a good faith, then it doesn't matter how much it is. So this Kathina ceremony was successful, and this poor man got a huge merit. So you can see from this story how faith and a good heart can uplift your life. In making the effort to come here today, you are doing good. You have good eyes and good ears. We have also some Nepalese guests here. I'm sorry they may not understand the Thai, but I hope this will be translated to them later on.
คนเราทำบุญต้องมีปัญญานะต้องมีศรัทธามีปัญญาต้องเสียสละโอ้ผ้าเนี่ยถ้ามีได้ก็จะเอาไปเย็บติดเป็นจิตคำนา
So you see from this story how faith and a good heart can uplift your life. In making the effort to come here today, you are doing good. You have good eyes and good ears. We Thai people always take the Lord Buddha as ours. We have also some Nepalese guests here today. And I'm sorry, they may not understand the Thai that I'm talking here now. But I hope this will be translated to them later on. The Venerable Dhammapalo, abbot of Vatsakya Singha in Kathmandu, and also the ambassador of Nepal and his family, who are the main donor of this Kathina robe. They are also Buddhist. We Thai always think the Lord Buddha is ours, but there are Buddhists all over the world, and especially faithful in Nepal. Also, they would like to offer the Kathina robe out of faith, even to us Thai monks.
ก็ไปนั่งถ่ายวัดหนึ่งถ่ายคนเป็นหมื่นเป็นพันมางานพุทธเจ้าก็
So I will now soon come to close this talk and thank you all of you for coming here, and we will start then to do the Kathina ceremony.
พระเจ้าแผ่นดินถาม
I would like the people in India and Nepal to see us all working together in following the teaching of the Buddha. So as we see with Vatsankatan, it had started with nothing and 1 rai of land. Now there are many buildings, forest and 100 rai. This is the offering of all of you. Also the radio station that broadcast all over Thailand, even into Laos, Cambodia and Burma. All of you who donate are part of this Dhamma giving. Don't think that you have not accomplished anything. Our progress goes step by step. We collect merit and abilities. Little by little, we grow in our practice. We are successful as humans if we act good. We are successful as angels if we make our mind to be good. We are successful in enlightenment if we make our hearts to let go of the idea of a self. May now everybody who is present here, monks and lay people, all of you at the radio and the television, make your minds to rejoice and enjoy in this offering of Kathin. May you be successful and have happiness and well-being. And may this merit bring you the strength of faith and conviction in your heart. And may the merit also be shared to His Majesty, our King, who is in a medical treatment in Siriraj Hospital. May he recover very soon and live long as a protector of the Dhamma and the Sangha in Thailand. Now everybody is asked to make a mind to do the wish to offer the Kathina robe. The leading speaker announced how to do the wish and the mind frame in which the offering of the robes and cloths should be done. I, and then you mention your name, offer now this cloth that is pure as if it came down from heaven to the group of monks here. Please, may the group of monks here accept my offering, and by the power of merit of this my pure intention and offering, may I be successful in the big offering of Kathina robes. If I should still travel on in the circle of birth and death, may I have a complete and good rebirth as a human. If I should be reborn in any class of heavens, may I have everything there complete and in good quality. And in the end, may I receive the quality of enlightenment and be free from rebirth. In this lifetime, may I and my family be prosperous. And when I fall sick and grow old, may I still have awareness and self-control, not to lose myself, but stay with the tribal gem as a refuge. May I know to release suffering and distinguish the 5 khandhas. May I understand the vipassana knowledge. May I understand to distinguish to the ultimate, to the path and the fruit of Nibbana. In whatever life or birth I may come to exist, may the word suffering not apply to my life. So by this, the wish is done by everybody, and everybody's robe is one piece of the big Kathina robe that is offered. This we call a collective Kathina robe offering. Now the first monk will start to announce the Kathina. He starts with the Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa 3 times. And now he will start. Venerable ones, Bhikkhu Sangha, and all beings who are gathered here, please listen. There are Kathina robes to share and offer to the Sangha. The one who offers them is Phang Ek Piset Phaisin Potisaiwong, Kun Phai Pen Potisaiwong. Together with all these people coming from all the 4 directions to here, they have a wholesome and faithful mind to do this offering to the Bhikkhu Sangha that has spent the rains retreat in this temple. The Kathina robe is pure, like a heaven's cloth floating from the sky down to the whole Sangha. But it is still up to the Sangha to decide. This rope has no owner but belongs to the Sangha, and it should be given to one of the bhikkhus. And our teacher further said, one of the bhikkhus who is skilled in Sila, Samadhi and Panya is worthy to receive these robes. Now the monks who come together here today will choose one amongst them. So if all of you monks agree in the choice, one of you who is able to receive the robes, we can successfully offer the Kathina robes to him.
ก็ในโอกาสนี้พระสงฆ์ทั้งปวงที่กำลังประชุมอยู่ณที่นี้จงพิจารณาดูเถิดว่าสมควรแก่พระภิกษุรูปใดก็จงยอมพร้อมใจกันอนุญาตยกให้แก่พระภิกษุรูปนั้นเพื่อจะได้กระทำการกฐินนี้โดยสำเร็จเถิด
Since the Sangha had already decided and made a choice of one monk, now the second monk will announce it. He also starts with Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. He offers and render homage to the Lord Buddha 3 times, and then he announced, "O brother, monks, all of you Sangha, the bhikkhus in this gathering have decided to give this Kathina robe to the monk whose name is Pra Chakrapan Tapasilo, who spent this rains retreat here. He is one whose mind is set on sharing for the benefit of the whole community, and who has precepts and concentration that are nourished by awareness and wisdom. So he is in the position to receive the Kathina robe and make this offering successful. If anyone of this community of monks here doesn't agree with this suggestion, please come up and announce now. If all of you agree, then please answer with Sadhu. Very well, be it so. Very well, be it so. As the next step, there will be a group offering of the robes that are dedicated also to the dead. Venerable Sirs, we have the Pangsukul Chiwon and many other things around here. We want to offer them to the Sangha. May the Sangha please accept our offering. We have an offering of robes and other things to offer. May it bring benefit. May it bring happiness. May the Sangha progress and be prosperous. All of us here offer the Kathina robes. With all the other things that have here been gathered. May the Sangha accept this our offering, the Pangsukun Chivon, and all the other things. For the benefit and the happiness it brings to each and every one of us. From now on, be it so. So now the main donor is invited to come up and offer the robes. We have the ambassador of Nepal and his family, who were one of the main donators. And we ask everyone to rejoice in this offering, to make your mind to be happy. May all of us together do this offering now. And now we see Esther. This is the offering of the Katina robe. And the main donors coming from Nepal doing the offering here now. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We rejoice in this offering. All of this cloth is one piece of cloth. This we call the community of lay people offer together the Katina robes. It's not a single person, but it's the community, and everyone who offer here is a part of it. And the robe itself now doesn't belong to anyone yet, but it will be donated to one of the monks that they had agreed now already upon. At this stage now, the white cloth will be taken care of. It will be stitched and colored until the evening, and then it will be given to that monk. So after the ceremony, now every one of us, every one of the people who came here will start to offer their robes. They can offer to any of the monks because it is a general offering to the Sangha. It is not a personal thing. We have prepared our part of the Katina robe already, and now everyone gives his part of this Katina robe to any one of the Sangha. So we see this is anatta. There is no self in it. There is no person, there is no personality. Everyone is a part of the big merit that is done on this day. So it is also important to make your mind during the very act of giving It is important to have a pure mind, to have a happy mind, not regretful, not angry, not busy with other things, but we should be very concentrated on the positive thing that we are doing at that very instant. And at that very instant, the merit is free, and this merit is like a caution of light that will bring us happiness, that will bring us liberation, and that will bring us all the positive qualities from now on to all future, because this merit cannot get lost. Merit is something that is done in the physical world, but it is actually done by our hearts, and it's kept in the heart. So after our death, only the merit is that what we can take on. The physical things, they will fade away and disappear. The material things, the support by money, everything will fade away, but the merit that is done in the heart by giving away things that are precious to us. In giving, there are three important things. The first is the one who receives it. If the one who receives it is worthy, if he is a noble one, an arahant, then this is the highest possible merit. The second thing is the purity of the object. Now, if this katina robe is a pure robe that is not bound with any personality, then this is the highest thing. And if the one who offers the robe is somebody who does it out of faith and with a pure heart and with a good mind that is joyful, then this is the third condition for complete merit. If all of these three components, the one who receives it, the object, and the one who gives it, are complete, then the merit is complete. And if the offering is done not only by a small mind, but by a mind that is open for all the fine material realms, for the angel to come to join in also, then this increases the merit. So now all the angels are also invited to join in all of these gifts that are given to the Sangha, out of faith and for the prosper and the happiness of the Sangha. All of these offerings will help to run the temple, to support the life of the monks, to support the radio and the TV station, and finally to support your own life in Dhamma. Sanong always teach that the temple that are we, all of us, everyone is part of it. Everyone who has come here to do an offering is part of it. And all the good things, all the merit that spring from this, come back to those who help to build it up. So be joyful, and here you see all the people, how they orderly line up to do their offering calmly and peacefully. Everyone, one after the other, have space and time to do his offerings. There are the robes, there's medicine, and there's food offering in the morning already, after 12 they will not receive any food anymore, but they can receive medicines, candles and incense for worshipping, flowers, and what we call a sankatana, that is the offering of the necessary things like soaps and toothbrush and things for the monks, flashlights and whatever you can use in your daily life as a monk and what you are allowed to possess. And the money will support for electricity and water for the running of the temple, for going to see the doctor, or for driving somewhere, or for the radio and TV station and for the newspaper. So all the things that support the temple. In the Thai tradition they make a money tree. They call this a little money tree. That is when you see this boat, that means that we are all sitting in the same boat. Whatever social situation we come from, we are all in the same boat, and in offering together in one boat, we will have friends when we are in need, and we will have teaching when we are in need, and we will be safe together as a group. So that's why some people like to offer money in a large boat. Many people offer little by little in this boat. And that is the boat to Nibbana. That brings us across the ocean of samsara. So we see here flower offerings and robe offerings, and then the big boat, the group offering will happen now. So they ask everybody now to rejoice in all realms. May they all rejoice in the good deed that is done and the offering that is done here now. For the angel realm, if they rejoice in the good deeds of humans that will prolong their life, that is their food. So in getting stronger by rejoicing in good deeds, the angels will protect us. There can be a teamwork between humans and angels. Here we have another group of people who offer a ship to the Sangha. Robes and again a money tree. And the necessary things for the life of a monk. Some of the offerings will be announced, and if people have a Christian background, they don't quite understand that. Why do you announce your offering? Are you too proud of your offering, or why? The offerings are announced so that the beings of all realms can hear the name and rejoice into that offering. So in the Buddhist and the Thai tradition, they are not shy of announcing what they give, because when they announce, they open for many beings to rejoice into this, to join into that giving, so that it increases and it becomes a benefit for everyone. So after having given their donations, everybody sits back quietly to their spot. Because what will happen after this offering, the monks will chant a blessing. Having received the offering, there is a kind of chant that exists since the time of the Buddha. That will bless the ones who support the Sangha with offerings.อะไรคะ
ไม่ได้ วันนี้ทั้งกายทั้งใจแล้วก็ได้มาทอดกฐินทำสำเร็จแล้วต่อไปนี้
Now, Lumpur Sanong announced a project to collect warm clothes. Now he's staying in Nepal and also in the mountains in North Thailand. It starts to get cold. So he invites people who want to do merit to donate warm clothes to send them to Nepal and to support the monks who stay now in cold climate.
วันที่ 5 ธันวามหาราชเลยต่อสัก 4-5 กิโลทีนี้ทองแพง
Every year they will send to the areas where it gets very cold in Thailand. They will send some warm dresses to share to poor people in these areas.
เดี๋ยวพระจะร้องบ้างถ้าใครอยากจะช่วยเสื้อกันหนาวเสื้อผ้ากันหนาวไปสู่ภาคอีสานสู่ภาคเหนือแล้วก็ไปเนปาล
So if you want to increase your dana parami, your ability in giving and generosity,
ตอนนี้บ้านเรายังไม่หนาว
and if you
แต่ที่เนปาลตามภูเขา
would
นั้นหนาวทั้ง
to
ปี
feel warm, then you do an offering of warm clothes
หนาวมาก
so that
ตอนนั้นที่
you
เราไปอยู่นี่ก็เริ่มหนาว
can help in the cold
เรา
areas.
ก็ทำเสื้อผ้าเอาไปแจกชาวเขาชาวบ้าน
Also for children.
ก็ประเมินไว้ 4,000 ชุดเมื่อวานนี้ก็จ่ายไป 4-5 หมื่น
So I announced this project.
ก็ได้ 1,000 ชุดแล้วเมื่อวานนี้จ่ายไป 1,000 ชุดแต่เอาไปต้อง
I thank you for joining the Kathin Ceremony.
1,000 ชุดยังขาดอีก 3,000 ชุด
So
ต้องใช้เงินอีกคงเป็น100,000 บาทใครอยากจะอบอุ่นก็ถวายเสื้อกันหนาวใ ให้แก่
So please, I ask you to finish
ส่
the
งไปแม่
offering
ฮ่องสอนทุกปีนะฮะแม่ฮ่องสอนนี่
that
ก็
we
ส่ง
can
ไปเยอะ
start the
บาง
blessings.
น้ำเขียวโคราชภาคอีสานนี่ก็แจกทุกปีปีนี้น้ำยังไม่ท่วมมากก็เลยไม่ได้ช่วยแจกทุกปีจะลงทุนช่วยเรื่องน้ำหลาย10 ตันแต่ว่าเมื่อน้ำไม่ท่วมเราก็เอาส่วนหนึ่งนี่ไปแจกบ้านหนาวพวกเราพอจะเหลือกินเหลือใช้ก็จะช่วยคนที่เราได้โอกาสก็เป็นโอกาสของเราที่ได้ทำทานบารมีชุดหนึ่งก็กี่ร้อยบาทนะคนอยู่ไกลมาจนใกล้จนเหนื่อยร้อน
It will bring you happiness by mind. But if you do food offering, that will also bring you physical happiness.
ยอดผัด
All things are impermanent. I understand that they arrive and then they disappear. This is natural. Whatever comes to being, that must cease. Their cessation is happiness. With this chant, the monk will receive the robes for the dead. Like the oceans, be filled with the rivers full of water. Even so, should give the benefit to those who have passed away already. May they be successful. May they receive this merit. Whatever you wished or wanted, whatever you made your mind to, may this thing become successful. Even as the moon on the full moon day, so may your mind be full and your heart have the diamond that is wish fulfilling.
Anicca vata sankara สังขารทั้งหลายในเสียงนออุปาทยธรรมิโนมีอันเกิดขึ้นแล้วเสื่อมไปเป็นธรรมดาอุปาจิตวานิรุตชันติเกิดขึ้นแล้วย่อมดับไปแต่สังโมปัสสโมสุโขการเข้าไประงับแห่งสังขารทั้งหลายเหล่านั้นเป็นสุขยะถาวริวหาปุราปริปุเรนติสากลังดวงน้ำที่เต็มย่อมยังสร้างก่อนให้บริบูรณ์ได้เช่นใดเอวเมวะอิโตจินังเปตานังอุปกาปติอาจิตานุเกตได้แล้วในโลกนี้ย่อมสำเร็จประโยชน์แก่ผู้ที่ละโลกนี้ไปได้แล้วฉะนั้นเอติตังปฏิตังตุมังคอยกับพ้นที่ท่านปรารถนาแล้วตั้งใจแล้วนิพเมวัสมิชันตุจงสำเร็จโดยจับรันตาเพบเรนตุสังกปาขอความดำริทั้งปวงเต็มที่การโดมนาโสยธาเรือนพระจันทร์ในวันเพ็ญอนิโชติระโสยธาเรือนแก้วมณีอันสว่างสวัยควรยินดีสัพพพุทธานุกาเรตตันติสปัญญาวัตัญญูเอจมาจลากาเรนะทินนังอริเยตุต เอเตจิตาสุตุวิปัสสันนะมนาตตะ
All of you may be free from disease. May you be happy together with all your relatives. Please take care of your precepts and keep them pure. May the devas take care of you. By the power of the Buddha, by the power of the truth, by the power of the Dhamma, by the power of the students of the Lord Buddha, the Sangha, may you be blessed and whatever you wish be fulfilled. Now all the beings are asked to share the merit. May all beings who are brothers in birth, growth, aging and dying, may they receive this merit and may they come here. May there be no enmity, but may there be happiness. May there no revenge. May there no disease. May there no problem in the body and in the mind. May there be no evil. May there be no harmful thoughts. May there be no suffering. May there be happiness. May we understand how to take care of our own happiness in body, in speech, and in mind. May we overcome the suffering. So with this, everybody will respect the monks now. The Lord Buddha, He is the Arahant, discovered this Dhamma by himself. To this Buddha I pay my respect. The one who knows, the one who is alert, the one who is in full blossom. The teaching of the Lord Buddha, which is taught so well. To this Dhamma I render my homage and bow down in respect. The Sangha of the Lord Buddha who has practiced well. This Sangha I render homage and pay my respect. To my father and my mother, who gave me this physical body and took care of me when I was still small, I respect them with this bowing down. And the teacher, the one who taught the Dhamma to me, I render my homage and I pay respect to the teacher. So now all the monks respect the teacher, the abbot of Wat Sankatan, the Venerable Lungpo Sangwan Katapunyo, who finished this ceremony, and now the laity will say goodbye and bow down for a master. Good luck to everyone. Sadhu. They deserve.